Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm ready if you are.
I am.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Sure. All right. Mr. Carlitos Echevarria?
Yes.
Señor Carlitos Echevarría, yeah. ¿Necesita intérprete usted, señor?
No.
No.
Okay. So, Pedro, do you want to make sure?
Sure, certainly.
So, sir, we're going to go over your charges, but first you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. You have an attorney sitting next to you right now. I believe that you're here on a felony matter. Yes. So you have an attorney sitting next to you right now to assist you in this issue. We're only going to address your conditions of release. Before we do that, understand that I've read the interim complaint. I've received information from pretrial services. I'll hear from the prosecutor as well as your attorney, sir, regarding your conditions of release. So I'm seeing you on. So far so good, sir.
Yeah.
All right, sir. I'm seeing you on CR 25016-815. This is one count of possession of a narcotic drug, one count of possession of a narcotic drug for sale, one count of transportation of a narcotic drug, and one count of conspiracy or control of a legal enterprise. State's asking for a $30,000 bond plus pretrial services. Ms. Curtis, sure you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge, just looking at that he's been a Tucson resident for a good amount of time. It looks like his last felony history was at least 4 years ago. Doesn't have a significant criminal history. I'd ask for a $10,000 bond in this case.
Thank you, Ms. Curtis. Mr. Echevarria, I'm going to do that $10,000 bond, but it's going to be a $10,000 cash bond. Your next court date is December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you in this matter, sir. All right, sir. With that, you're excused. Thanks, Pedro.
Sorry, can you repeat that preliminary hearing date, please?
Yeah, December 22nd.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I'm hanging up.
Pedro, with that. Sir, what's your name?
Latif Muhammad Hardaway.
All right, sir. Give me 1 second. Okay, Mr. Muhammad Hardaway. Ms. Kershaw, I believe this is a misdemeanor.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Muhammad Hardaway, I'm seeing you here on initial appearance on a misdemeanor matter at CR 25016-827. Looks like one count of assault. I understand you're being held on a Superior Court bond. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. You have a court date on December 11th. That's tomorrow. It'll be a video review hearing in front of Judge Steele, sir.
Steele.
Yes, sir. Have any questions, sir? You looked, when I said you had a Superior Court bond, you looked.
It tripped me out. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't matter anyways. I'm on a DOC hold, so no matter what,
That's why I'm holding you on a bond, sir. It doesn't make sense to release you on a misdemeanor matter when you're being held on other things as well. So we'll give you some time credit on this one with a $500 cash bond. Yeah, you've got court tomorrow with Judge Steele. Janet Altschuler will be your attorney. She'll see you over video. All right, sir? If you're
Okay,
released,
sure.
sir, no contact with the alleged victims, whoever they are, okay?
All right, sure.
All right, sir, excuse me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah. Your name, sir?
Mark Duran?
All right, sir, I'm seeing you on a justice court matter. This is CR 250133030. This is, it looks like a count of failing to appear at a court hearing. How about one more chance, sir?
Yeah, I had just I misplaced the paperwork and I completely missed the court date.
All right,
That was on me.
you're good. All right, so, well, you're not good. You're in jail. Other than that, you're good. So, yeah, it's a failure to appear on consuming liquor in public. You got a court date on December 22nd now at 8:30 a.m. in front of Judge Pesquera. That will be your arraignment, sir. The jail's going to give you paperwork. Just go to that court date, okay? Otherwise,
Okay.
we're here for a third time. All right, sir, you're excused.
Yes. Polly.
Hey, jail, do we have all the misdemeanors now behind the partition?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over your charges, but first, you all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges, know that I've reviewed the reports provided by law enforcement as well as pretrial services if they've created a report for me to read. All right, sir, your name, please.
Coulter Polly.
All right, Mr. Pauly. I'm seeing you on CR 25016-826. This is one count of domestic violence assault, one count of domestic violence disorderly conduct. Looks like your parents were talked to by pretrial. They welcome your return home and future contact. So I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court on December 22nd at 10:30 a.m. in front of Judge Pesquera, Pima County Justice Court, sir, okay? Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Date.
Oh, the date today?
No, sorry, Judge. What was the date on the hearing?
December 22nd.
Thank you.
All the way up. All the way up, that's right, to the right. Up.
Name, please, ma'am.
Mr. Fierro.
All right, Ms. Fierro. I'm seeing you on a number of city court matters, CM 220-44792, 240-29096, 25001-449. This is multiple counts of theft, shoplifting, criminal trespass, criminal damage, possession of drug paraphernalia, and I think they're all FTAs, all failure to appears. Given the amount of FTAs, ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. You'll have court on December 19th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Bond. That'll be a video review hearing, and I hope at this time or very shortly thereafter, you can resolve all these city court matters, all right?
Sorry, I have kids. I have kids. Is there any way you could just give me one more chance? And I'll go. It's the holidays. I have 3 babies. Thanks.
One second, ma'am. So, ma'am,
Yeah.
I'm not going to. You have 4 failure to appears and 1 new charge. The new charge is possession of drug paraphernalia and another shoplifting.
Another shot listing.
So that's just the allegations right now. So I'm going to hold you on that $500 cash bond. This is also time for your arraignment on that matter. You're presumed innocent. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, ma'am. If you don't appear at future court hearings, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted of trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. So speak to your attorney, ma'am, about how to resolve these matters as quickly as possible. You'll have court December 19th.
Lucian,
Good morning.
Thank you. Morning, sir. What's your name?
Solomon Lucian.
All right, Mr. Lucian. I'm seeing you on CM 25040152, 25045393, and CM 25045425. One of these is an FTA, a failure to appear on criminal damage, disorderly conduct, and drug paraphernalia. You got new charges with drug paraphernalia and interference with the judicial proceedings and shoplifting case. Oh, thank you. And the interference with the judicial proceeding or order is a domestic violence matter, sir. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. If you do post bond, you may have no contact with Rebecca Juarez. You may not go to 5824 East 26th Street, Unit 1. I'm going to appoint the CDP to represent you. You've got court December 17th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian, Tucson City Court. This is also time for your arraignment on the new charges. You are presumed innocent. I'll enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're accused.
Thank you.
Ms. Ward,
Ma'am, your name, please.
Mr. Ward.
All right, Ms. Ward. I'm seeing you on CM 250454424. This is one count of domestic violence assault. And I understand the alleged victims in the courtroom who wants to speak. All right. Sir, I'll hear from you.
Oh, there was a huge misunderstanding that should have never happened. We got this delivered agreement for food. And regarding it should have never happened.
All right. Ms. Ward, I will release you on your promise to appear at future court hearings. You'll have court on January 26th in front of Judge Millian. Sorry, January 12th, 2026 in front of Judge Millian. No, hold on. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I've got 6 court dates here. Thank you. January 13th. Of next year at 10 a.m. at 1:30 p.m. Wow. In front of Judge Millian. Let me redo all of that. All right, ma'am. So,
Okay.
given that the alleged victim's here and spoke on your behalf, given that he has no problem, well, actually, sir, do you have any problem with future contact? Okay. Given that he has no problem with future contact, ma'am, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at future court hearings. That future court hearing is January 13th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian, Tucson City Court. This is
Okay.
also time for your arraignment, ma'am. I'm going
Okay.
to plead you not guilty on these charges. If you fail to appear at that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Because I just misspoke so many times, too many questions.
No,
You're excused.
thank you.
Doug,
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Your name, please, sir.
Jonathan Cook.
Mr. Cook. I'm seeing you on CM 250-22831, CM 250-45427, CM 250-45426. One count of see, 3 counts of criminal trespass, 1 count of disorderly conduct, 2 counts of obstruction. So I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. If you do post bond, you may not return to 920 East Tucson Marketplace. You've got a video review hearing on December 19th at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. This is also time for your arraignment, sir. If you don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial, don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. And sir, I'm also entering pleas of not guilty on your behalf. Any questions, sir?
Yeah, as far as probation, like,
Sorry?
I was in fear.
So I'm not going to get into the facts of the case. You can talk to your attorney about that. It'll be the city PD's office. They'll appoint somebody for you. They'll read you the police reports and explain everything to you, sir. Right now, you're being held on a $500 cash bond. All right, sir, you're excused.
City Public Defender. Yeah, shocked.
I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah, are we doing the 3 keep separate, all separate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Lisa, are you giving information to all the misdemeanors as well?
Yeah, we're going above and beyond now.
That's not just you doing this?
No. This is guidance from my office.
Hello.
Morning.
Boy,
So your name,
Florida was pretty cold last night, believe me.
your name, please, sir?
My name is Mark Anthony Wallace.
Dr. Wallace. I'm seeing you on PR 25016-829. This is 1 count of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. This is time for your initial appearance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. All right, sir. I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. You'll have a court hearing tomorrow. It'll be a video review hearing in front of Judge Steele, Pima County Justice Court. And I imagine you'll see Ms. Altschuler either tomorrow or hopefully today. All right, sir. You're excused.
I'm not sure what's going on.
So this is your initial appearance on your conditions of release. I'm holding
Okay.
you on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. If you post that bond, you can be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in jail until your case is concluded or Judge Steele modifies your bond. You'll have court tomorrow with Judge Steele. Ms. Altschuler is your attorney.
And that's you.
No,
No.
that can be someone
That,
that's.
that will be somebody else, sir. Ms. Curry
Okay.
is actually here to assist the court and the defendants in felony matters. You're here on a misdemeanor matter, sir.
Okay. So there's nothing I could really add to this or say.
Not
I guess.
not today, sir. So the reason I'm holding you on that $1,000 cash secured bond is because the court had already ordered you to have no contact with this individual, and there's an allegation that you have a new crime that involves her as an alleged victim, and she's objecting to your release, sir.
The county attorney did say that she could call me, and she did, and we have reconciled. But I mean, there was absolutely, seriously, I did
The
not.
allegations today involve disorderly conduct. She is objecting to your release. She wants no further contact with you.
Okay,
All right.
you see these wounds right here? These are all from her.
So today,
Okay,
today's
these are, yes, and I also respectfully, Deputy Cox has documented so many times that she has come after me because I had a job there to do for her. I have no malice against her. And the whole thing about domestic violence is that I have to, with malice and intentionally want to hurt someone. No one was injured but me.
All
And
right,
I don't
so
have the,
at this point
I
in
don't have-
time, I'm not going to get into the fact of the case. I suggest you don't speak any further on the case. Everything we say is being recorded. I'm going to hold you on that $1,000 cash or secured bond, and you will have court tomorrow.
okay,
When you see your attorney tomorrow, I would talk to her about all of this and she'll be able
what
to.
about my service dog? I mean, what am I going to do? My service dog is,
So
and my,
talk to Miss Altschuler tomorrow or today if you can get a hold of her. Her phone number is going to be in the paperwork the jail gives you, sir.
so can I actually even call her
Who, Miss
and
Altschuler?
talk to her? Well, I'd like to call somebody. I was that even given my rights.
All
I
right,
carried a
you can
badge for many years.
you
I
can-
was never even Mirandized, not one time.
You don't have
I
to be
did-
Mirandized, so sir, you don't have to be Mirandized unless you're being interrogated or interviewed by the police.
Yeah,
Miranda.
I understand.
Oh, okay. So,
I taught policy. I taught policy for a long time. It doesn't mean I'm a good guy, but I did nothing wrong. She
Mr. Wall,
attacked me. I left the property and I got arrested. So here we go.
you need to speak to your attorney, sir.
He's not gonna listen to any facts or things today, so not until you can get a hold of the judges.
Okay, so do I have the right to use the telephone?
You can have.
Can I get to my phone and find some people I can call and help
Also
me?
have access.
Well, I don't have numbers.
They'll give you free legal calls, so you can call your.
Okay. All right. I guess this is all we can do. Thank you. I guess $1,000. Well, when did I use this phone? Did I actually do that? Upstairs.
Well, Wallace.
Wallace.
Yeah. Yes. But unfortunately, that's actually.
Hey, Neil, I did a felony without even asking you for your take. Remember, I do that sometimes. Stop me if I do that again and you want to be heard, okay? You have a right to be heard for the state.
I would have jumped in on that one, Your Honor.
Big deal. All right.
Being quiet is,
I see Elisa-
speaking up has never been a problem for me.
I know. I see Elisa right in front of me, but I sometimes don't see you. All right, ma'am, your name, please?
Isabel Morales Ramos.
All right, Ms. Ramos, this is the time for your initial appearance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. You have an attorney sitting right next to you, and I'll be appointing the legal defender to represent you further. If you are released from jail and you don't appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and release conditions, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I'll hear from both the state as well as your attorney right now, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. So I'm seeing you on CR 25016-815. This is one count of possession of a narcotic drug for sale, one count of transportation of a narcotic drug for sale, one count of illegal control of an enterprise, and one count of possession of a narcotic drug. My inclination.
Your Honor, the
counsel-
state's
I'm sorry, my inclination, counsel, is to hold Ms. Morales Ramos on the same bond that I held her co-defendant on, the $10,000 cash bond. Does either party be heard?
no, Judge.
You sure?
No, Judge.
Okay. So ma'am, I'm gonna hold you on a $10,000 cash bond. This is the same bond I held your co-defendant on. I'm gonna appoint the legal defender to represent you, as I said. You have a court hearing on December 22nd at 1:30 PM, ma'am. That court date is unlikely to go. Please speak to your attorney about the next couple of weeks and what they look like, all right? Your excuse, ma'am.
Judge, that was cash or secured?
That was cash.
Cash.
Sir, your name, please?
Come see Courtney.
Okay, Mr. Putney. I'm seeing you on a felony warrant 2500118. Defense waive reading.
Yes, sure.
Sir, this is your initial appearance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to be appointing the public defender's office, and you have an attorney sitting next to you to assist you in this proceeding. Before we discuss your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information from pretrial services, from law enforcement, and I will hear from the prosecutor as well as your attorney. So what I have in front of me is that a warrant was issued for your arrest, sir, and the judge had asked for a bond of $150,000, cash or secured. Let me hear from counsel before I make a decision. Neil?
Your Honor, given all the circumstances, I believe that the court got it right the first time with $150,000. Therefore, the state believes and recommends that amount. Believes that amount is appropriate and asks the court enter it.
I'm also going to let you know, thank you, Neil, Mr. Portnoy, that the Pima County Sheriff's Department is requesting no bond on you. They are alleging that you are a flight risk. That they are alleging that they believe you're a flight risk to return back to India. That's the information from the Sheriff's Department. Ms. Kurisher?
Judge, can I have just a moment with Mr. Putney?
Of course.
Explain what you did.
Judge, I have some information from his attorney. Emily Arnold, I guess, has been representing him previously. The case was dismissed and refiled, it seems like. He has stable housing with his wife here in Tucson. Since this investigation had started, he and his wife have been extremely cooperative with the investigation. It seems like the flight risk to India concern, he had asked permission in the past to go and was not allowed to because of the case pending, is my understanding. So he's not exactly trying to flee the country, just had wanted to go on permission for some reason. But it seems like he's still been in regular contact with his attorney. It seems like he would be just fine on release and still compliant with everything going on in the case proceeding.
Thank you, Ms. Kurisher. Give me 1 second to look at the file.
Judge, where did you see the no bond? Because all the documentation I have doesn't say no bond.
It was a suggestion from Pima County Sheriff's Department in the court's file, Ms. Poston. I will read it to both counsel. It says, in reference to warrant for Vamsi Krishna Portnoy, the Pima County Sheriff's Department is requesting no bond for the above stated individual since there were new charges issued with the Pima County Attorney's Office. Mr. Portnoy has the ability to flee the country back to his home country of India. Currently, we are requesting a hold on this subject so as to prevent him from fleeing. It's not dated, it's not signed, but it is in the court's file. And I wanted to let Mr. Portnoy know that I had reviewed that.
Very well. The information the state had, just to play fair, the information the state had led to the $150,000 recommendation, which is the warrant amount.
Okay. Thanks, Neil. So, Mr. Portnoy, I don't doubt what Ms. Kurisher is saying regarding your request through Emily Arnold. I'm going to appoint the PD to represent you. I'm going to hold you on that requested bond from the last judge, the $150,000. Arnold, as you're aware, can certainly file a motion to modify your conditions of release. You'll have a court hearing on December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. That is, well, that would be in front of me. Oh, it's preliminary hearing. I'm sorry, sir. If you're indicted, you would have an arraignment. I am happy to hear motions to modify at arraignment. Ms. Arnold can file something in front of me, giving me significantly more information than I have right now, sir. But as of today, you're being held on a $150,000 cash or secured bond with a preliminary hearing date of December 22nd. It is unlikely to go, so please speak to Ms. Arnold more. If you are released, No contact with any of the alleged victims. I don't know who they are. And you may not return to the incident location. Again, I don't know where that is. Understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
It's just to be clear, that's only a preliminary hearing date. There's not an arraignment date that the court set.
That's correct, Mr. Asher. Not yet.
Thank you. Okay.
Melanie, is one set up? Regular program participants.
Hey, jail, do we have all the felonies behind the partition?
Not quite. Working on it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I'll wait a minute then.
Your Honor, there's only two out of the felonies that are not in the courtroom at this time. That's Mr. Dust and Mr. Schmidt.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I will go over it again with those two. All right, ladies and gentlemen who are in the courtroom right now, including you, sir, I believe you're Mr. Aguilar, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do your initial appearance today. This is a time where the court determines what your conditions of release are. We're going to go over your charges as well. You all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'll be appointing an attorney if you're here on a felony matter. If you're here in a felony matter, you also have an attorney sitting right next to your left side. She'll be arguing for your release. Before we go further, know that I've reviewed information from pretrial services, from law enforcement, and I'll hear recommendations from both the prosecutor who's appearing over Teams and from your attorney sitting next to you. All right, sir, your name is Mr. Aguilar?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm seeing you on CR 25016-816. This is 1 count of aggravated assault of a healthcare worker, 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug. So
Yes, Your Honor.
the state is requesting a $2,500 bond plus pretrial services. Ms. Curry, sure. You want to be heard?
Judge, I'm requesting a release for pretrial services. Mr. Aguilar's nearing 50 years old, has no felony history, lives in Tucson, has lived here for a few years, is employed part-time. Given everything in this case, I think that pretrial release is appropriate.
Your Honor,
Yes, Neil.
the state has significant concerns regarding this, given the setting of the alleged incident, as well as the capacity in which the victim was there, and it gives great concern about this person being an ongoing risk to people who may be called or employed in that capacity again. The state is very concerned that about the risk of reoffending, and especially considering all of the allegations here.
Thank you, Mr. Poston. Mr. Aguilar, I'm going to hold you on a $2,000 cash or secured bond. I'm going to order that if you do post bond and you are released, you may not return to 11801 North Sanders Road. That's the incident location. If you have belongings there, you may return one time with a police escort to pick up the belongings. You may have no contact with the alleged victim in this matter. So you have a court date. You've got a court date on December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. And I'm going to appoint the legal defender to represent you further in this matter.
Your Honor, I worked in the healthcare lab for 20 years as a biomedical engineer. I've never harmed anyone in my past. I'm begging you, Your Honor, to please give me a chance to review that and give me some owner
If you post bond, you can certainly be released. Right now, I'm holding on a $2,000 cash secured bond, given the nature of the allegations, with the orders not to return that address. Your excuse, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Sorry, Anna. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sir, your name, please.
Carlos Alberto Ayala.
All right, Mr. Ayala. This is CR 2501684. I'm seeing you on one count of possession of a dangerous drug, one count of possession of drugs paraphernalia.
Sure.
Sir, are you familiar with STEPS? Have you heard of STEPS?
No.
All right. So STEPS is a program run by the Superior Court as well as the County Attorney's Office. It allows for you to do some drug programming, to work on some sobriety. In exchange for doing what the court orders you to do, the state can dismiss the charges against you. Does that sound of interest to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Poston, I've seen your recommendation for a $7,500 bond. My inclination is to release into pretrial services. Ms. Curry, sure, if I do that, would you waive the 20 days for the PH?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Mr. Poston, do you want to be heard further?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor. The sound cut out. Who are we dealing with?
Mr. Carlos Ayala.
One moment, please. The state would like to make an argument on this one. That said, if it's not going to make a difference, then so be it. One moment.
So Mr. Poston, I understand. I mean, the statement of probable cause is concerning for the allegation that Mr. Ayala is a suspect in the hit and run, but he's only a suspect right now. I know there was a rush on the DNA. It has not come back as of 9:39 a.m. today. So right now what I'm faced with is just a possession of a dangerous drug and possession of paraphernalia.
Very well.
All right. So Mr. Ayala, you are being investigated, if you're not aware of that already, for a hit and run incident.
Yes, sir.
On the current charges of possession of a dangerous drug, I'm going to release you. You have a STEPS hearing date of December 17th at 9 a.m. And you have a preliminary hearing date of January 26th of next year. That is unlikely to go. I would strongly suggest you go to that STEPS hearing date of December 17th at 9 a.m., sir, in order to be screened for the STEPS program. And then please stay in touch with your attorney, sir, once you are released. I'm also going to release you to pretrial services so that pretrial services can monitor where you're living and, you know, making sure you're going to court, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, sir.
Judge, who'd you appoint as counsel?
PD. Thanks, Elisa.
Thank you. Make sure you have that computer.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Dust.
My attorney.
All right, Mr. Dust.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you on a couple matters.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm seeing you on one count of burglary in the third degree, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and then one count of criminal trespass. Sir, this is time for your initial appearance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. On the felony matter, I'll be appointing an attorney. I'm not sure about the misdemeanor matter yet. Before we discuss charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as pretrial services, and I'll hear arguments from both the prosecutor and your attorney sitting next to you, sir, okay?
Yeah. Am I getting released today?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about right
Your
now.
Honor,
Yes, Neil.
I can't stay here. I have like severe back problems.
Oh, all right.
Your Honor, this individual was allegedly found breaking into cars in the U of A, on the U of A campus, and was found in possession. And what I see here, Your Honor, is I see a general delivery address, which to the state is a huge red flag for failure to appear. Hence the $2,500 recommendation, Your Honor. He would appear he's got real history of failures as well.
Neil, where do you see those?
Strike that last, Your Honor. We have no known residents and the inherent nature.
Yeah, thanks, Neil. Mr. Chair?
Judge, given that he doesn't have a local residence here in Tucson, I asked for a minimal bond. He's got no felony history, it looks like. I don't see any type of history from pretrial. Just ask for something minimal in this case.
All right, Mr. Dust, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond. If you post that bond, you cannot return to the U of A campus. No contact with the alleged victims, whoever they are. You've got a court date of December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. That's going to be a preliminary hearing. That is unlikely to go, sir. Talk to your attorney. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you further in this matter, sir.
Yeah, am I getting released today?
Well, if you post bond, you are, sir. It's a $500 cash or secured bond. I'm also seeing you on CR 25016-825. This is a trespassing. Hold on. Yeah, this is one kind of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. This is a justice court case. I'm going to hold you on a $50 cash or secured bond. I can't combine those because it's different courthouses. Actually, here, I'll lower it. I'll hold you on a $1 cash or secured bond on the justice court matter. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you on that matter.
Yeah, well, the the COs, they won't let me use a phone or do anything. They have me like locked up in this cold room, and I got severe back problems.
Once you go to the pod, you'll be able to use a phone. The public defender's number is going to be on the paperwork you get from jail. So will Janet's number, Ms. Altschuler. You'll have a court date for justice court tomorrow at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Steele. It'll be a video review hearing, and Janet will be there to assist you in that matter, sir. All right, sir, you're excused.
Am I going back to that room? No, I ain't going back.
Your name, please, sir?
I can't stay in that room. I cannot stay in that room. I cannot stay in that room. It's too cold. No, I ain't.
Mr. Jackson, I just wanted to calm down just so we can focus on you right now, okay, sir? I understand that Mr. Dust is unhappy right now. All right, sir. I'm seeing you today on a warrant out of San Diego County. The warrant is asking for a $500,000 bond. I'm going to honor that request, sir, and hold you on a $500,000 bond from San Diego. I'm going to set a hearing for December 15th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. I'm going to appoint the legal defender to represent you on this fugitive warrant matter. You can speak to them about what it is you want to do, if you're the right person, if you want to fight extradition or waive extradition, sir, all right? But you'll have court December 15th at 1:30, and you'll be able to speak to the legal defender before then. All right, sir?
Shannon?
Your excuse, sir.
Dirty.
Name, please, sir?
Hello, Your Honor. Matthew Jardine.
All right, Mr. Jardine.
How are you?
I'm seeing you On CR 250168118. This is 1 count of possession of a narcotic drug, 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug, 1 count of misconduct involving a firearm, and 1 count of driving on a suspended license. State's asking for release to pretrial services, sir. Certainly do that. So, sir, I'll release you to pretrial services. You've got to do whatever monitoring they say. It's generally calling in and making sure that you know when court is and making sure you're living in a good place. Given that I'm doing an out of custody steps hearing, and I'll ask you about that in a second, sir. Ms. Currier, do you have any objection to waiving the 20 days? All right. So, Mr. Jardine, I don't want to pry into your personal life here. If you have a drug problem, and you would like treatment, there's a program set up through the county attorney's office and Superior Court that would allow you to go through some drug treatment in exchange for the dismissal of certain charges. Is that interesting to you?
Yes.
I'm going to set a screening hearing for December 17th at 9 a.m. You absolutely have to go to Superior Court on that morning, December 17th at 9 a.m. to be screened for the STEPS program, okay?
Okay.
I'm also setting a hearing for January 26th at 1:30 p.m. That hearing is not going to go. Talk to your attorney about why I set that hearing and what this means, okay?
Yes, sir.
Wanting the public defender's office to represent you, sir, and releasing you to pretrial services. So, 2 important things. Talk to pretrial when you get out and go to that hearing on December 17th, sir, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Mr. Lopez?
Your name, please.
P. Lopez.
All right, Mr. Lopez, I'm seeing you on CR 250168119. This is 1 count of misconduct involving weapons. In 1 second. State's asking for a $3,500 bond plus pretrial release. Ms. Perry, sure you want to be heard?
This judge, requesting release to pretrial services for Mr. Lopez. He's 56 years old. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. He is employed full-time. His last felony was over 13 years ago. It looks like all of his felony history is drug-related, particularly marijuana. I think that pretrial release would be appropriate for him.
Your Honor,
Yes, Neil.
given his history with drugs, this makes it a touch more concerning. Plus, we're not talking about Grandpa's 1911 that was inherited from somebody. We're talking about 3 different weapons, a shotgun, a .22 rifle, and a revolver. And depending on whether or not this is a typo or just poor grammar, there could be up to 4 weapons. And he knew he was a prohibited possessor, and we've got criminal past, hence the concern the state has and the subsequent recommendation.
Mr. Lopez, given the possession of the 3 guns that were found in the house, based on the allegations, I'm going to hold you on the state's recommendation of $3,500 cash is secured. I'm not going to release you to pretrial if you bond out. Your bond is $3,500, cash is secured. You've got a court date for December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to appoint the legal defender's office to represent you. That court date I just said is unlikely to go. Speak to the LD's office regarding what that actually means. All right, sir. With that, you're excused.
Okay.
Your name, please, sir.
Tristan Alexander Lucan, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lucan, I'm seeing you on CR 2501681. This is one count of domestic violence strangulation. The state's asking for a $35,000 bond. Ms. Kruger?
That's for a $5,000 bond on this case, Your Honor. It seems like the victim didn't sustain injuries, is not objecting to his release from custody, and is welcoming further contact. It seems like at least Mr. Lucan might be able to live with his sister, also located here in Tucson, and he doesn't have any felony history.
Judge, the state would take issue with the characterization there were no injuries. It says, and I quote, Norella had bruising to her nose, neck, and arms consistent with her statement. And looks like there's two separate incidents here. So, Your Honor, the state believes this person is a risk to the victim, notwithstanding any perhaps naive statements that she does not want him held. And then finally, the court is well aware of the absolutely ominous statistics regarding strangulation.
Mr. Lucan, I'm going to hold you on a $15,000 cash secured bond. Order no contact at this point in time with the alleged victim. You may not return to the incident location. Appoint the PD's office to represent you. You've got a court date of December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. Speak to your attorney further about what that means, sir, okay?
Okay.
Your excuse, sir.
Machado?
Sir, your name, please?
Raymond Alex Machado Leon.
All right, Mr. Machado Leon. I'm seeing you on CR 25016-823. This is one count of kidnapping. State's asking for a $35,000 bond. Ms. Curry, sure, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd ask for something a little bit lower and more reasonable than that. I also am not sure that the probable cause is present in the interim for the actual kidnap charge itself. It seems like we at least have the unlawful imprisonment in that he restrained the victim, but not his specific intent as applicable to the kidnapping charge.
So I found probable cause. Give me 1 second, I can tell you why. The allegation, well, I can certainly tell you why I found probable cause. I can also not go into the specific facts, Ms. Kirscher, given the nature of the allegations.
Oh, that's preferable, Judge. Thank you.
Yes. All right. So, Mr. Machado Leon, I understand what your attorney is saying. I did find probable cause. Your attorney can explain to you later on why I found probable cause. I'm going to hold you on a $15,000 cash and secured bond. Appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Set a court date of December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. Talk to your attorney further about what the next 2 weeks looks like. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
So you're excused.
Palmer?
Your name, please, sir?
Matthew Palmer.
All right, Mr. Palmer. I'm seeing you on a couple matters. Give me 1 second to pull them up. Okay. One is possession of a narcotic drug. One is domestic violence disorderly conduct. The first one, let's start with, is CR 25016-830. That one is the possession of a narcotic drug. State's asking that you be held on a $2,500 bond. Ms. Kirscher, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. As for release to pretrial for Mr. Palmer, he doesn't have any felony history. He's a lifelong Tucson resident and has, I believe, verified employment. It seems like if there's a domestic dispute, a DV issue, he would be able to live with his brother, who's also here in Tucson. And the facts in this case look like it was an obvious mental health incident. He's not going to be getting the mental health support that he needs if he's housed in the jail for any significant amount of time.
Mr. Palmer, are you seeing anybody for help? I read the incident location, or I'm sorry, I read the interim complaint from June. Are you seeing anybody for help? I don't want you to talk about the facts, but are you seeing anybody?
Yes, sir. I've just been around family and like a lot of support from family and friends. I mean, it was 6 months ago. I've been, I'm honestly, I was at the end of it. I was not trying to take this in the next year. And then, they showed up at my house and, I didn't even have an idea that this was an inclination that this would happen because I was just, upset about what happened, with my ex cheating on me. So.
I just want to make sure that you're, given the allegations from June, I just want to make sure that you're actually seeing somebody for help. Is that so?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I have multiple. I have therapists. I have multiple, family and friends that have been helping me and my kids as well. So.
I'm going to release you to pretrial services, sir, over the state's objection on the 13-3408 matter, the possession matter. I'm going to appoint the public defender's officer to represent you in this case. You've got court December 30th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is not going to go. Talk to your attorney about why I said it and what that means. On the disorderly conduct matter, I'm also going to release you on release you to pretrial services. That's also, I'm sure, over the state's objection. I understand why. I agree with Ms. Pretty sure that you're not going to find treatment in jail. And given that this happened in June and that there's been no other allegations of domestic violence since June of this year, I feel comfortable releasing you to pretrial services, sir. Again, appointing the PD to represent you. You've got a court date of December 30th at 1:30 p.m. Again, that court date's not going to go. Speak to your attorney about why I said that. Contact pretrial services, sir, when you get out. They'll make sure that you're going to court when you need to and that you're living in an approved place, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir, you're released. You're excused.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Romero,
Your name, please, sir?
Juan Manuel Romero Jr.
All right, Mr. Romero, I am seeing you on a couple of matters. 3 matters, actually. I'm seeing you on a felony for possession of a dangerous drug. I'm seeing you on a failure to appear for a domestic violence assault matter at a city court. And I'm seeing you on a failure to appear for a charge of threats and intimidation in a justice court matter. On the felony matter, the state's asking for release to pretrial services and a steps hearing, sir. Are you familiar with what steps is?
No.
All right, I don't want to pry. However, if you have a drug problem and you would like treatment for that drug problem, the court and the prosecutor's office have a joint program where if you do drug treatment, the state can dismiss certain charges. Is that something you're interested in doing?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Romero, the place where you were living at the 1411 West Sonora, you can't go back there. Is that a problem?
No.
If you go back there and the police find you back there, you're going to be arrested again. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Given the state's recommendation, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You must do any monitoring by them, requested by them. I'm gonna set a steps hearing for December 17th at 9 a.m. I'm gonna set a preliminary hearing for January 26th at 9 a.m. That court date's not gonna go. Talk to your attorney about why I set that, what that means.
Yes, Judge, we do waive time for the preliminary hearing.
Thanks, Ms. Cruiser. All right, I want to make it real clear, Mr. Romero. You can't go back to 1411 West Sonora, the incident location, okay? Or the place where you were living before you were arrested. Do you understand that?
Sir.
Do you need to go back to pick up anything?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna check. You may return one time with law enforcement. After that, you can't be there anymore.
Okay.
All right. You're,
What's the
so,
point of
PD's office is appointed. So, Mr. Romero, two important things. One, you gotta contact, three important things. I wanna make it very clear. One, you got a steps hearing on December 17th. You should go to that, all right? They'll screen you to see if you're eligible for this diversion program. Two, you got to call pretrial services. And three, you can't go back to 1411 or you're going to be right back here again. Understood?
Understood.
That's on the felony matter. On the justice court matter, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You'll have a court date on December 16th at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Steele. And on the city court matter, sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. I'm going to give you an attorney, sir. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. They might take that away. I don't know what Judge Blue is going to do, but I'm going to set a hearing in front of Judge Blue on January 14th of next year at 9 a.m. Have you met with Judge Blue before?
No.
Okay. He's the mental health court judge. That's why I'm assigning the PD's office to represent you, to assist you in what's happening in your life, sir. Sir, you have any questions?
No.
Okay. You're excused then, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Smith,
Your name, please?
Yes, my name is Charles Smith.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Smith, this is the time for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges, but first, you're presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. On felony matters, I'm going to be appointing an attorney for you. You also have an attorney sitting next to you to assist you in these hearings. If you're released from jail and don't appear at future hearings, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I believe you're aware of that now. Before we discuss the charges, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement and from pretrial services. I'll hear from the attorney sitting next to you as well as from the state. Let me pull up both cases. All right, sir, I'm seeing you on CR 20253810. This is one count of aggravated DUI. I'm also seeing you on misdemeanor counts of domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. On the aggravated DUI matter, all right, you had a lot of different court dates for an ag DUI. The pretrial services report is a little unclear on whether you ever actually received notice of your arraignment date. So,
Yeah, I never did. So.
all right, so I'm going to release you on that matter to pretrial services. All right. You'll have an arraignment on. Want to make sure that it's my date. Hold on. Maury? Neil, does the state have any objection if I expedite the arraignment to the 15th?
Not off the top of my head, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Smith, I'm going to set your arraignment on December 15th at 1:30 p.m. That's going to be in front of me. If you don't appear at that hearing, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest and advise the next judge to hold you on a warrant. Understand?
Sir.
Okay, sir. You're released to pretrial services. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing is that December 15th hearing date.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir. On 1 second, sorry. On your misdemeanor matter, you've got a misdemeanor matter out of South Tucson City Court. This is the domestic violence matters. All right. It looks like the alleged victims in that matter are not objecting to your release and are not objecting to further contact and to your return home. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You've got court on February 3rd. It's been a long time now. At 10 a.m. in South Tucson City Court. Any questions, sir?
No, sir. Yeah, like, it's the way I got picked up last night. Like, I was just totally sleepwalking.
Hey, right now, my only issue is whether I should release you. I've decided to release you. I wouldn't say anything else. Talk to your attorney about whatever concerns you have, but you're going to go home today. Give them a call tomorrow, okay?
Sure.
All right, so you're released.
Oh, thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, crap, that didn't work. So your name, please?
Thomas Solis?
All right, Mr. Tolis, I'm seeing you on, unfortunately, a lot of charges. On the felony matters, it's CR 250168117. It's one kind of possession of a dangerous drug, and then some possession of drug paraphernalia cases.
So,
I'm also seeing you on, it looks like 10 failure to appears at a city court. Do you want me to go through all the case numbers for that, sir? I'm happy to do so.
no, sorry, you don't have to. I've been homeless off and on for a while, and I have been struggling with a drug abuse issue. I have been looking forward to getting myself in some sort of detox program, and I do have a family support with my uncle and to help me with that matter.
You got somewhere to go, man? If I release you,
I
don't release
yeah,
you.
my uncle is ready to take me in. I've been out here for too long, and I'm ready to go home.
His uncle's here in Tucson, Judge.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, Mr. Solis, you said you're wanting to get clean. I think you said that. Have you heard of
Yes,
the,
sir.
have you heard of the STEP program, sir?
No, I have not.
STEP program is a program where if you do, some treatment that is being required by the Superior Court, and the county attorney's office, the county attorney's office can dismiss, um, certain charges filed against you. Is that something you're interested in doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is you waive time.
Yes, Judge.
I've only been doing this for a short time, sir. I've never released somebody in that short time with as many failure to appears as you have for city court. They're all nonviolent. Looks like the person you're hurting is yourself for all these.
Yes, sir.
I see that, yeah. Yeah. Sir, do you have access to a car?
Um, I, I could, oh, yeah.
Well, I'd rather you not. You have some DUIs that are pending that
Oh.
haven't been dealt with yet, so I, you know.
What I meant is I could get a ride somewhere if I needed to.
All right, good, yeah. Let's avoid driving, all right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna order you to avoid driving, for what that's worth. I'm gonna release you to pretrial services on your felony matter, sir. Do whatever monitoring they're gonna require.
Okay.
You've got a steps hearing date of December 17th at 9 a.m. If you go to that screening, you might be eligible to do the programming. If you don't go to that screening, the state's gonna indict you on felony charges. I imagine there will be a warrant for your arrest if you didn't go to that December 17th date. And then you'll be back here. And I just don't see it going well for you a second time like this. You have a preliminary hearing on January 26th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the PD's office to represent you. That January 26th hearing is not going to go. Talk to your attorney about what that means. The most important thing right now is going to that steps hearing on December 17th, and contacting pretrial services when you're released. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
On the city court matters, I'm going to release you. Yeah. You've got court on December 18th at 1:45. Sorry. 14th. Okay. No, I see it. Okay, thanks. All right. Sorry, sir. Unfortunately, it's not that soon. Unfortunately, your court date is going to be January 14th of next year at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Blue. He's the mental health court judge. That's going to be for all of your city court matters, sir.
Okay.
You have one new charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. On that case, sir, If you don't appear at that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf for the new charges, sir. But you're going to be seen by Judge Blue on that January 14th date at 9 a.m. for all of your city court matters, okay?
Yes.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
The clerk suggested a great idea. I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. They can assist you with all the matters, especially the DUI matters.
Okay.
Oh, sir, your excuse.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Mr. Valdez has a APO. Just received it.
Thank you.
Just received it.
Thank you much. Yeah. Sir, your name, please?
Juan Francisco Valdez Espinosa.
All right, Mr. Valdez Espinosa, I'm seeing you on CR 250168220. This is one count of possession of a dangerous drug, one count of paraphernalia. The jails just let me know that you have an APO hold. My inclination is to hold you on a $2,500 cash and secured bond. Other party wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sure.
Your Honor, just ask for something more minimal than that amount, given the probation hold as well.
Mr. Valdez Espinosa, I know why your attorney is asking for that. I'm not going to do that. The bond is $2,500 cash secured. However, you can speak to your attorney about filing a motion to modify if your attorney can convince the probation officer that you should be back on probation while you're pending these charges. You've got a court hearing of December 22nd. That court date is unlikely to go. Talk to your attorney about why I said that. I'm appointing the PD's office to represent you, sir. And with that, your excuse, sir.
Thank you.
Sure.
He's 6 days.